Hi, guy. Do you know that there are many liars in religion? That's the reason why we have so many branches of religion, even in Islam. Prophet Muhammad says, in the future there will be 73 branches of Islam. Only one is of true religion of Islam. So how many I say? 73 branches of Islam. Only one is true, meaning that 72 other branches were created by liars, one who want to deceive people. So there are many liars in religion. So in Jesus' time, Paul was called a liar, one deceived by Satan and teaching the false doctrine. So he was one of the liars in the time of Jesus. In the time of Muhammad, there were even more liars. There were 12 false prophets. When Muhammad died, there were 12 false prophets. In Jesus' time, what I know was only one, Paul, as the liar. And after Prophet Muhammad died, 12 false prophets. Or actually, the Caliph of Islam have to fight to eliminate the false prophets. So it was a hard time actually during the era of false prophets, of 12 people. Oh, they are the liars. So in the religion there are many liars. If you wonder why people like to lie on the religion, I think the big reason is jealousy. So people are jealous of the prophets. So the other people also wants to be the prophets. But they are, because the prophets of God are chosen by God. So one cannot become a prophet unless he is being chosen as prophet. And Paul, why he was jealous with Jesus? So maybe he also wanted to be prophet, but was not chosen. And he just like to act like prophets, produce his own doctrine, produce his own teaching, produce his own book, gospel, and it was just by coincidence that his gospel was favored by the Emperor Constantine. And actually, they put many gospel on the table, including the gospel of Jesus or the gospel of Barnabas. So of all the gospel on the table, gospel of Barnabas was not chosen by the emperor. So for that reason, the emperor only chose the Bible that had been used by the follower of Paul. Now they call it canonical Bible. For it was not from Jesus. It was nothing to do with Jesus, but in the content, a lot of false story of Jesus, like Jesus the Son of God. Jesus never thought God has son. Jesus had been teaching God has no son, but what Paul was teaching, Jesus the Son of God. And Jesus had been teaching pray. So even the Samaritan woman, when she admitted that Jesus was the prophet of God, so among the first thing she said is, I want to pray. I want to pray, meaning Jesus had been teaching praying, because teaching in his gospel of Jesus, there are many times mentioning of Jesus praying, midday prayer, morning prayer, and dusk prayer. So 3 times a day, Jesus prayed routinely, which is an ordained of God at that time to pray 3 times a day. That's the reason why the Samaritan woman pray, because he knows in order to follow Jesus, one has to pray. So that woman wanted to follow Jesus and say, I will pray. Was the promise of the woman, saying that I will pray. But look, the teaching of Paul, Jesus died on the cross. Your sin will be wiped off. He had not mentioned praying. Paul had not mentioned praying. Sin wiped off because someone died on the cross. But people believe it. Unbelievable, people believe it. Because I wonder why, I don't understand. People believe it. I can only explain the hidden dark force of Satan whispering into the man's heart. Even Jesus said, Jesus was aware of the influence of Satan. So So he prayed to God to save his men from Satan influence. Oh God, that's the reason why Paul was successful, by just saying Jesus died on the cross, your sin will be wiped off, and people believe it. Unbelievable. Okay, guy. So the world is like this. There is a force of Satan. Even Adam was deceived by Satan. So not surprised that his descendant also deceived by Satan. So that's the reason why in the Quran it mentioned in this world there are two types of people, the winner and the loser. And the Quran is for the people who want to believe. So whoever want to believe God. So Quran is of no use to people who don't want to believe. So then that's the reason there are many liars in this world. The liar are for people who don't want to believe. So they enjoy listening to the liar and they support the liar. And in the end they also become the liars. That's why a new term I heard, society lying, which is very dangerous. Society lying. If one person lying, maybe it's difficult, you can resist. But this society lying has been on and on for generations. Society lying, so be aware of being trapped by society lying. You have the brain and use the brain with a lot of information. That's why in Islam it is emphasized to read, get knowledge, and Satan fear people with knowledge. Okay, thank you very much for listening.